Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to HTA Elite for round 3. We are at Spa-Francorchamps. As you can probably tell, I have to make myself a party. As you can probably tell, there is no Paco today. I am alone, so you get to hear more of my voice. You can see cars beginning to come out on track and start their out laps. No assist here, so it's going to be a tough one. You're not going to be feeling the traction, and the first driver out on track is Mentalism LeBron 93 in that Toro Rosso, and Saab 64. It's already left the session. Another one of the Mentalism drivers. Everyone is using no assists. This is a no assist league. You can see some drivers who weren't here last week, such as Nolan, very talented driver in that 53 Haas with his shining blue and green, is that, or black, silver maybe, in that Haas. Someone who's on his outlap right now, VSR Vasta Racer, winner of last weekend's Grand Prix in Italy, in an epic tussle with Sparks that ended up in him taking the #1 spot in the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. The gap was, I believe, about 0.083 seconds, I think, was the gap. He's on his outlap right now. Where is LeBron? Because he was the man on a lap right now. He's about to come in through to Blanchimont. He's just crossing into the third sector, so he's going to be the first one to start his lap by quite some way. It's either Farhan or it is Farhan, then Kilcrete is right behind him. Then there's the Williams of, I believe, Sparks running behind the two McLarens. He's going to be the fourth one to set a lap if his lap goes well. Won in the first weekend, came second last time, so he is currently the championship leader. Crossing the line, LeBron has started his lap. You can see shifting down the gears into first, then short shifting up into second through the first corner, opening it up onto this short straight before Eau Rouge, and you can see that his teammate Frederick is gonna give him a tow. That is smart from him. Someone's already gone off or is just going slowly through the first sector, so Frederick is gonna give his teammate the tow, and he's gonna back off to the right as soon as he gets right behind him. There it is, in through the first in through Les Combes, 29.4 for the first sector for him. I believe that it is, no, it's not Louis. I believe it is Kilcrete next. No, it was not. It was Farhan. And I wish people would stop messaging me, because that's very annoying. Let's go back on board with LeBron. He's just come through Pouon. Now he's coming into this short SS section. You can use up a lot of that curbing there. And I'm actually just going to mute all notifications very, very quickly. I apologise for this, but it is super annoying. Oh, I have to watch him finish that up, don't I? Now coming through Blanchimont is the Toro Rosso of LeBron. He's still pushing on this lap. He's just coming into the bus stop chicane. We're going to have to see what is the time to beat. Then we'll go back on board with Farhan, who's going to be the second to cross the line. So, coming across the line, 43.5 is the benchmark. Where's Farhan though? Farhan's still pushing on this lap, in through the bus stop chicane, using up a lot of curve, going down into first, now shifting back up into second gear. He's going to cross the line, and he's not going to take provisional pole. Kilcrete, as though he's going to go fastest. Sparks is the next one to cross the line, and he really gets the ball rolling in that Williams with a 142.5. I believe it was the Haas of Nolan to cross the line. He went second. Shortly after was displaced by Gamer, so it's a Williams 1-2 as it stands now. It's a Renault, I believe, a Vasta Racer, going to cross the line. think he might have invalidated his lap. He's not going to set one. Forbes splits the Williams. He goes into second place. Kiski takes fifth from Kilcree. Louis manages to go into seventh place, splitting Kilcree and LeBron, as Maslina goes fifth and Sam goes sixth. So a lot of laps coming out right now. They look to be in the low 143s and the high to mid 142s, yellow flags in sector 1. I believe that Forbes is giving a tow to his teammate coming down the straight. Forbes is going to back out of the way of Phoenix. Now into the Les Combs comes Phoenix. He's not gone purple through the first sector into this short part of the track. He's still in fifth ERS mode, dropping it down into third, coming through this very slow corner which opens up wide. He's shifting through the gears now, going quickly back down into fourth. Now he's on the run down into Pouon, as I believe that there is... No, it was not a Mercedes. I believe Frederick is about to finish a lap. He's going to cross the line, go fifth fastest. Good lap from him. I think Loney is about to finish a lap. Loney is about to finish a lap, but he's not pushing, and he's just pushed the McLaren of either Furhan or Kiski, not Kiski, of Kilcree. It looks like it was Furhan that he pushed off the track just a little bit there. Let's go back on board though, with not Frederick, with Phoenix. He's come through the final sector. Vasta Racer completes his lap. I just caught that. He goes third fastest. Let's find Phoenix. He's come back into the pits. He abandoned his lap even after taking the tow from his teammate. And FTRL Danny has retired from this session. I'm not sure what happened there. Saab is about to come and cross the line to finish his lap. Where's he going to go? He's going to go 10th fastest, just ahead of his teammate Nathan, who is currently coming back into the pits. So this first wave of laps are over. Everyone's coming back to end their laps. And Nathan's taking the scenic route. He goes across the grass to take it into the pits. So the only drivers to not set a lap are Cohen, Phoenix and Loney. Cohen is on an outlap right now, so he's going to be he's going to have a fresh clear track ahead of him. I say that, but I think Frederick's just come in. There's a Toro Rosso of LeBron coming out to set an outlap, but judging by the distance they won't get in each other's way. But for Cohen, this might not be good. Oh, he's going to come back into the pits. He decides, no, I don't want to hear any of that traffic. I'm going to come into the pits and come out when the track is clear. Wise move from Cohen there. So currently Sparks, who's still in the pits, is leading this session. Forbes is 2/10 down from him in second place in that racing point. Vasta Racer, who we're watching right now come back into the pits, is in third position. Then the other Williams of Gamer, who is on an outlap, and I'm willing to bet no. Okay, I thought that Sparks was going to stay in for a little bit more and then give his teammate the tow, but it was not meant to be. We're going to find Saab, who is not on a push lap. Okay, no one's on a push lap right now, so I guess we're going to follow with the first guy who crosses our... Okay, no, it's LeBron. I don't want to follow on another lap with LeBron, so I guess we'll wait for... not Sam. We're going to wait for the other Ferrari of Louis. We're going to follow along his lap. He's just coming through. I think that was no, it was not Pouon. That was just the little corner after it. He's coming into the third sector right now, slowing up the car. He's got Furhan Racer right behind him. Both of these guys in the lower end of the grid right now, currently running 13th for Louis and then 15th for Furhan. Furhan is the slowest of the drivers who have set a lap. Newly recruited to join MES Racing, so well done to him. He's now found a team. Nolan has just started a lap. He is currently coming through La Source, shifting all the way up into third gear. That's going to give him a lot more traction, allow him to plant the power early. Now he's on the run up to Eau Rouge, flying through an 8th gear, using up as much curb as he can. but he does not spin the car. That was really good from him there. Now onto the Kemmel Straight, one of the longest straights on the F1 calendar. He's flying through in that Haas into Lake Com. He comes. He was slower on that lap, but he's still pushing, so that could mean for him that he's not done with this lap. He might have made a mistake somewhere else on track later in the later on this lap. Running 5th right now. He's got a healthy gap to Frederick of about, no, I say that, it's about 5 tenths. And these notifications are getting really, really annoying, so it's just from one group chat, so I'm going to mute that group chat. No, I can't fucking do it. I can't flipping do it. I'm very sorry for that, everyone. We're just gonna have to deal with them until I can get rid of them. Nolan ended up coming into the pits. Here is CRG Gamer. He's 3 tenths off on his lap. He's gonna be the next one to cross the line. Did anyone go quicker? Doesn't look like it in the top 10 at least, as now Gamer's going to come in to set the fastest lap of the session so far. He even lost a bit of time in the 3rd sector there, so he has got more time to gain, I guess. Sparks though just goes quicker by, hang on, Sparks has a slower never mind, he's actually 3 tenths quicker. Kiski goes 3rd fastest and 4th goes to Mazlina, so the laps are beginning to come out. We only have 6 minutes left in this session. 2 drivers who have not set a lap right now currently on theirs are Cohen and Loney. Cohen is in the 3rd sector, but he's really balls this one up. I think he might have had an incident somewhere. Yellow flag through sector 1 and 2, and I think it is the racing point of Forbes. No, I think it's a Haas? It's not Haas. I can't really see. I sit quite far from my TV. Okay, I'm afraid I couldn't see who that was. It might have been Phoenix, actually. It's very likely that it was Phoenix. Cohen comes back into the pits. He's not going to try and set this lap. However, Loney is on a pretty strong one right now. 114.6 through the middle sector. He's pushing all he can, flat out through Blanchemont. He comes heading into the bus stop chicane. Very contrasting speeds as he breaks down all the way into 2nd gear, and he's gonna shift. No, he was on a good lap. I was gonna say he was gonna shift down the gears. Yeah, Phoenix definitely had the crash. Saab is gonna pull into the pits. What about Nathan? He's on a pretty slow one right now. All of the guys up in front appear to be on laps, but I think no. They're pulling into the box to fit maybe a fresh set of tyres and then try again when the time is right. So that ends the 2nd wave of laps. Could give me a little bit of time to try, and I'm going to do it on my phone so I won't disrupt any viewing. We have 4 viewers in the stream, 5 comments. I'll try and read some of them out. If they would like to load, that would be very kind of them to do so. No comments have loaded. Vasta Racer and Nolan have both come out on outlaps. Nolan is in the 2nd sector on his outlap, so he's got a clear track ahead of him. But he's going to hope that no one is going to come out and ruin on his lap. Kilcree's pushing right now. He's just gone quicker through the 1st sector by only 5/100, so it's not going to make too much of a difference on his position. I don't believe it would actually put him ahead of Saab, who is in 12th place, 11 and 12 for Mercedes right now. That means neither of them are going to start on the tyres that they've qualified on, which is a key thing sometimes. Or you might want to start in 11th rather than 10th, because you're going to get fresh set tyres, which is going to make so much of a difference. Right now it is Kilcree about to cross into the third sector. Nolan's going to let him go through, or that might, I think it was actually Cohen. Yeah, it was Cohen. Cohen's going to let him go through. Now Kilcree opens it up onto Blanchimont. He's flat out using up all the ERS he can. He's only got 40% left, but look at that deployment just under the ERS bar. He's got none left, so that means he's going to have to deal with accelerating from the bus stop chicane with no ERS. That might hamper his time just a little bit, but he's going to go for it anyways. He's reached the deployment limit. Where's he going to put that car? He's going to go 8th fastest. That is a 1:42.8. He's only 6 1/1000ths of a second behind Nolan, who's just started his lap, and he is 1/10 up already. What about Vasta? He's in the he's just come out of La Source. That's turn number 1. What about LeBron? He's also in La Source. So I believe the most progressed on a lap right now is this man right here, the Frenchman, Cometer Nolan. Now in through Pouon, flat out through here, only braking just a slight bit. He shifts up into 7th gear, now braking at the 50-meter board, taking up as much curving as he can. Easy to spin it on that one, but he seemed to have done well. Kilcree retires from the session, so he's not going to try and set another lap. Where's Nolan going to put that car? He is 3/10 up on this lap. That is enough to put him ahead of Vasta Racer, but as well as Maslina and Forbes too, and even Kiski. So this is a really good lap from him right now. Could he maybe improve it by even more? Braking into the bus stop chicane. He actually turned in a little bit early there and took a more of a diagonal line. He's going to cross the line now, and he's going to go 2nd fastest with a 1:42.519. So that was a very good lap from Nolan. He splits now the Williams. The Williams, who of which both are in the first sector. Sparks, who is leading the session by a healthy 3/10 from Nolan, comes through Blanchimont, no, not Blanchimont, through Lecom now, and he's still improving on that lap. Who's going to complete a lap? Cohen has just completed a lap. I think Vasta is finishing a lap right now, but he's going to start a new one right now. There's a Toro Rosso of LeBron. He goes 4th fastest. Very strong showing from him. I believe that Saab is the next one. No, it's not. It's Nathan to start a lap. There's an Alfa Romeo of Loney also going to start a lap. He's not even put a lap in this session right now. The one standing McLaren of Furhan Racer coming through the bus stop chicane. He's going to finish his lap. He was up by 3/10 in the 2nd sector. He goes 9th fastest, so he puts that McLaren. Sparks goes quicker, and I think my internet issues have been fixed. Sparks sets the fastest lap. Gamer did not improve. Oh my gosh, everything is a mess. So I think it is Nolan to cross the line, but he's 21 seconds down on this lap, so I think it is Nathan or Saab. I think it's Saab to cross the line. Where's he going to go? He's going to go 9th fastest. Who's the next one? It looks to be a Renault of Vasta Racer. He's 4/10 up on this lap, but it will not be enough to fight with Sparks. He's going to go 2nd fastest anyways, ahead of Nolan, bumping him off the front row of the grid. And now Frederick coming in and taking 3rd position. CRG Gamer demoted to the 3rd spot on the podium. LeBron's not going to put in a better lap, so I think that this is the end of qualifying. I think that this is your finishing starting order. Sparks on pole. He looked to be a really strong gap, but then it went down ever so slightly. So your starting order for the race at Belgium is CRG Sparks taking pole position, then it's Vasta Racer in P2, Frederick in P3, then it's Nolan in P4, 5th goes to Gamer, 6th for the Toro Rosso of LeBron, then Mazina in their debut for this season in 7th, Kiski takes 8th, Forbes down in 9th position, and rounding out the top 10 is Saab. Danny has left the session. He was the only driver, actually Loney never even put a lap in. Wow. I thought Loney at least put 1 lap in. Looks to be dry on track right now, but you can see just in the top left corner of the screen there is a little bit of grey clouds in the sky, so we could see a wet race perhaps. They roll off for their outlaps. Everything is a bit laggy right now as they all load in. That's very weird to see actually. We're going to put the detail onto position change for the start of the race. The drivers outside of the top 10 range from Furhan Racer starting in 11th place. He's going to be the first of the fresh tyre runners. Then SSR Phoenix in 12th. Kilcree is in 13th place, so both McLarens outside the top 10. Another team with both their drivers outside the top 10 is the Ferrari team. Sam is starting in 14th, then it is Nathan in 15th, and then the other Ferrari of Louis is in 16th. And Cohen not had the best start to this season. He's down in 17th position behind Danny, who's not even out the garage. Okay. Not much to really go over, except maybe the championship standings. Could perhaps have a look at them. I believe it is Sparks leading the championship at the moment. Okay, doesn't actually. I can't find them. I do apologise if my commentary is not up to scratch there. My voice is a little bit sore, and it's also very, very difficult. Sparks right now is stepping up the field, but it is difficult to commentate when you're the only one. Your voice does take a little bit of a beating. It'd be nice to have Paco back, but he said he couldn't make it, but he will be back for HCA Elites next week, same time, same day, Saturday 5 PM. You better be here. I couldn't get the login correct for the HCA account, but that's no matter, because I'm still streaming the race. So, as the last drivers round the final corner, we're going to get going very, very soon. 22 laps of Sparks, the shortest race on the calendar in terms of lap count. As soon the lights will go out. Five red lights. And we are underway with their held for a long time. Who's got the better start? It looks to me like Sparks got the better start. He's going to defend down the inside. Looks to be 3 wide between a Red Bull and some other drivers, but it is Sparks with a commanding start off the line. You can see now side by side between Vasta Racer. Are they going to go up a Rouge, but going side by side? No. Frederick's going to back out of that one, so it's going to be maintaining the order for the top 3. Gamer looks to have got past Nolan. He's now going to look around the outside of Frederick here in that Williams. So the Williams making up the early position. You can see Sparks just up ahead trying to weave and get Vasta Racer out of the slipstream. Has Gamer done it? Yes, he has. So that is P3 for the Williams driver. Double podium be very good for them today. Frederick has managed to find himself in P4 now as there's yellow flags. I believe it's for Phoenix. He looks to be going pretty slow out of there. No, it's actually Nathan has had an incident and he's in the gravel. He might have made contact with someone. He seems to have his front wing intact, so it might have just been a little love tap that sent him a little bit leery. Right now we're following Sparks, feeling the pressure from MNT Frederick in that Toro Rosso, who's also feeling the pressure from Nolan. They've kept it all pretty tight knit up the front, except there's a little bit of a gap beginning to form between Vasta and Gamer. So, oh, Vasta's running a little bit wide there, and that's actually going to allow for maybe Gamer to catch up to him just a little bit there. We go on board with Nolan trying to catch up, trying to take 4th position. He's lost 1 place off the line as no more yellow flags. I think Forbes has had an incident. Yeah, he's gone pretty slow through here. He might be missing a bit of his front wing as he's going to look to let his teammate pass. I say a bit of his front wing, his entire wing's gone. No safety car out though. Mazlina manages to take P5 off of Nolan and now trying to hold it round the outside. Nolan's going to try and sneak back up the inside, but it's not going to work out, so Mazlina is going to maintain P5. Should I call them Rakeen? Rakeen is going to hold on to P5 there now with slipstream. No DRS yet. Gamer is flying ahead of Frederick right now, so he's not going to have that assistance. Round the outside into Laycom. Can Rekeen do it? He's going to have a go, and a little bit of a tap there. Look to be okay, and through these winding corners they come. They're almost running 3 abreast. Nolan's trying to stick his nose up there now, trying to hold it round the outside of Frederick. Can Nolan get involved? He's got the best seat in the house right now. Still, Frederick has defended from that Red Bull. The Toro Rosso Jr. is doing a tremendous job against his senior team. And now through pull on they fly in through 6th and 7th gear. We're gonna have a look at now stop, so you can see both Racing Point drivers have come into the pits, and I think Forbes got held up by a double stack because he's way back. If you could just see on the mini map there, he's the driver way at the top. Louis takes a time penalty for multiple warnings. Now through Blanchemont, can Rakeen get past Frederick? Maybe through the bus stop chicane. The leaders are going to come through the bus stop chicane to start lap number 3. So now DRS will be enabled, and that will give Gamer the assistance that he needs to get past. Oh, I think Rakeen's actually had an incident with someone. He looks to be going really slow at that corner. He might have been pinched by someone on the inside, and that's his race effectively over. Kiski up into P4, 5, 6. Safety car is out. Nolan's out of the Grand Prix. What happened there? So the safety car comes out on lap number 3. Nolan's left the session now. That brings Phoenix and Forbes back into it at least. I think Forbes might actually come into the pits and maybe fit a new set of tyres. It's worth a gamble to try and go to the end on a set of mediums. It'd be definitely difficult to do. And yeah, I was correct. Forbes is going to come into the pits. And is he going to fit hard tyres? Yes, he will. So we're going to do We're going to put it onto tyre so you can see a range of mediums and softs throughout the pack. Safety cars out, so that is going to be waiting. You can have a look at it from Forbes' point of view actually. You can see just peeled off to the left there, that Mercedes AMG waiting to pick up the leader of Sparks. Could they file into the pits? That would not help Gamer because he'd be completely held up, and I think he might actually be dropping back just to allow Sparks to get into the pits before him. So that could indicate that Sparks is going to come to the pits. There he is. Is Vasta going to follow suit? Yes, he will. What about Gamer? Is he going to come to the pits? Yes, he is. So I was correct. He's going to be waiting, and you'll see he'll go a lot slower than some of the drivers here. Almost running plain into the back of him. That's going to unleash Furhan Racer, who starts in the 11th position. It's McLaren 1-2 right now. All the medium runners stay out on track, and they have not come to the pits. Aside from, I believe, Nathan. Nathan came into the pits. So now in this reshuffled order is a McLaren 1-2, a Ferrari 3-4. All of these drivers started outside the top 10 and are on slightly worn medium tyres. Nathan, I don't actually believe, pitted at all. So he is up in 7th position. He was, of course, the one who had a massive incident on lap 1 that saw him way out of the groove. So the safety car is going to have to wait until everyone is caught up. So we might be in this period for a little while. We're just waiting on the racing point of Forbes 84. Safety car will not be coming on this lap, but Forbes looks to have caught up to the pack. LeBron is in sight for that racing point, but 84 against, I guess, number 93. Wearing the French flag on his helmet. Very nice to see. Let's have a little look at all the helmets. You can't really see Phoenix's. Cohen's just seems to be blackened. Oh, I like Loney's. I like Rakin's as well. Silver on Saab Kiski. It looks to have a black and white combo. That could be black and blue. Oh, I really like Gamer's helmet. It's golden with streaks of black in it. Frederick has got purple. I'm not sure I like that one with the Toro Rosso colours. Nathan's got a teal. Oh, this looks to be like a shining blue. Very nice. Vasta's got a red and black helmet, and Sparks rocking the plain white on top. I skipped Louis. Louis and Sam basically have identical helmets. Then Kilcree has yellow and blue. which is nice. And then your race leader Furhan is wearing a black and red helmet with streaks of yellow, I believe. Very interesting to see. What I'm feeling on the start is sparks at jumping both Ferraris, and we've just received the message from race control that the safety car will be in this lap, so it is up to Furhan Racer to control the pace of the field. I'm going to follow along in that McLaren. You can see he can do what he likes. He can back up the pack completely, which is fully allowed. Once the safety car comes into the pits, it's leader's discretion. You can see he's taking as much time as he really can here. Number 13 on that McLaren. Unlucky for some, but Furhan's taken the risk. And is he going now? I think he's pulled the trigger. He's bit the bullet and he's off. So this race is about to get underway as he will file into turn number 1 to restart and pull out the green flag. Looks like some drivers are beginning to overtake anyways here, so we are back under green flag conditions. Sparks is the leader of the fresh medium tyres right now. Everyone else up ahead has got slightly older mediums. No DRS as of yet, but it looks like LeBron had a bad restart and he's falling back down the order. He's been overtaken by Forbes, who was very unlucky. He started in 9th this race. Oh, losing the back end ever so slightly. Race control say that Cohen has a 3-second time penalty for track extension. Up the inside of Louis goes Sparks, so that is him into 4th position, championship leader, doing what he does best, and that is overtaking people. Is now in down to the short run here, to this very long but slow corner. LeBron takes a 3-second time penalty from the steward, and it looks like Frederick's building up a little bit of a train behind him because he's fallen off the back of Vasta Racer by 1.5 seconds, which I'm sure Gamer's not gonna like. He's now flying through Poon, but he seems to be losing a bit of time to Frederick as Nathan's beginning to fall behind the Williams there. So looks like the pack is spreading out just a bit, but I think Kiski's looking to get past that Mercedes. He's in a Mercedes sandwich right now and running a bit wide onto the gravel. Goes Nathan. Is Kiski going to try around the outside? He's onto the curbing, still trying to hold it, does not make the move stick. Now flying down in through Blanchimont. I think Loney has snuck up the inside of Saab there, so now the other Alfa Romeo has got into the fray here as Vasta overtakes Louis. Oh, look at that, they're really stacked up coming through the bus stop, as now Sparks moves back onto the podium ahead of VRT Sam. Is Vasta Racer going to try and follow through? Not quite into La Source, but on this run up to Eau Rouge he could maybe get a better exit. Doesn't look like it though. I think Sam is benefiting from the slipstream from Sparks, as now looking back up to the front. Through Radion they fly. Kilcreed leading this Grand Prix, but for how much longer? Is Furhan without DRS assistance right now is going to pull alongside his teammate. Is Sparks going to try and make it 3 abreast, coming to Lake Com? Not quite. He's not going to try and make the overtake. Furhan's not going to get past his teammate, but he makes the move on the inside, now stacking up, going in through the grass ever so slightly. No overtake from him there. Now up the inside of Kilcree he goes. Kilcree's going to try and hold it around the outside. This is a great battle for the McLaren, but Furhan cuts back in front, and that is P1 retained. Moving back to this battle between the Alfa Romeos and the Mercedes, it looks like both Alfa Romeo drivers have got past the Mercedes and are now both in a points paying position, as now Gamer is battling with Louis. He's caught up to this leading 6, making it a leading 7, but the Ferraris are falling like skittles down the order. As now, oh gosh, a little bit of lag coming from Sam there, gonna back him way up into Gamer's path. Now Gamer's going to be right on the tail of that scarlet red Ferrari. In through Blanchimont they come. And right about now, you can see that Gamer is a lot tighter. He's not going to make any moves coming in through there though. We look back up front, it is Vasta Racer actually getting past both Sparks and Kilcree, moving up to second place. Now with DRS enabled, look at this, they're like a massive pack all running together. Vasta in second place. He's put that car in between the Renaults, so it is a 1, 2, 3 for Renault supplied cars as Forbes is making his way up the field. He's just got past Saab there into 13th position. With DRS, it should be an easy overtake for Vasta Racer for the lead of the Grand Prix. Yes, it is. On those medium tyres, much fresher than the ones on the McLaren of Furhan Racer. He moves into P1 now. Can he make it 2 wins on the trot and bring the fight to Sparks, who's struggling in 4th place? He can't get past the McLaren drivers, who are doing an excellent job of defending their positions. They've kept this going for 3 whole laps. Guys like Sam and Louis have fallen off the back of them. Nathan takes a time penalty. Not what you want to see, really. Let's have a look further back in the pack. For in 8th position right now is Frederick, trying to get past his mentalism adversary. It is Honda power against Ferrari power, and it looks like Honda is going to prevail. Louis leaves the gap on the inside for Frederick to slip through. That is P7 for the Toro Rosso on his recovery drive back up to the front. Kilcree manages to get past Furhan Racer. There is the fastest lap out for Vasta Racer. He's got a really nice gap back to Kilcree. Sparks though is still in 3rd position. He's managed to get past one of the McLarens, and he's hoping to do so here with DRS. He's not got much ERS left to use, but he's going to try and deploy all of what he can. Yellow flags in sector 1. I think that is Forbes. And it is. He's gone into the barriers. Has he lost all of his front wing again? Lost half of it. Furhan Racer's been overtaken by Sam, and he's going to take a trip off the across the grass. Forbes is out of this Grand Prix. They are still in this massive pack though. Gamer's found himself behind Rakeen. Louis begins to tumble down the order once again. Oh, there's a spinning McLaren. Furhan's around. There's a massive crash. Oh my goodness me. Nathan's out of this Grand Prix. I think Kieski got involved too. And Furhan spinning across Blanchimont, across Pouon, caused a massive collision involving, you can see the stranded Mercedes there. Forbes is going to be regretting that he retired now, and with the inclusion of the safety car here, I'm just going to grab a quick drink of water. So I'll leave you on board with our race leader right now, who's probably going to come into the pits at this very moment. Vasta Racer. Hello, I am back. So everyone appears to have pitted. They took the opportunity to come into the box. Kilcree is going to stick to his strategy and he's gone on to a set of soft tyres. Phoenix is yet to come into the pits aside from his pit stop on the first lap. VRT Sam has opted to go onto the hard tyres, which is an interesting choice to say the least. The field seems to be stacked up, so we may be green flag racing around about here. We should have crossed the detection point right now. Does not look like the safety car coming back yet though. Lest Vasta's letting it go. It was a pretty big incident, so I don't think they would have let it go that easy, and no, the safety car is not going to come into the pits. So we are staying under yellow flag conditions. Phoenix is going to pit behind everyone else, so he's going to come out in dead last position. Soft tyres fitted for most of the grid aside from Sam and Cohen. Cohen has opted to stay out on his medium tyres that he might have fitted 4 laps ago, so that would have been on lap 7. He would have came in and fitted that set of tyres. But could the softs be the way? Of course, this is one of the lowest deg tracks on the calendar, so it's not that bad to run softs for half of the race. It would have been better if they went on to the mediums for their tyre wear, but for outright pace I think this is good now. So Kiski's found himself in 12th position behind CRG Gamer, so you know what, his race is not over right now. Gamer's not had He's had the pace, but he's not had the luck to back it up, so that's really unlucky for him. Because he had a good qualifying, I believe he was 4th or 5th, and he jumped Nolan off the line, and then he also jumped, I believe, I think it was Vasta? It might have been Vasta he jumped on the start. And then Vasta got him back, and so Race Control have told me for the second time the safety car is coming in. So now instead of Kilcree controlling the place, or Furhan, I don't remember, Furhan's way down the order now, it is going to be Vasta Racer to control the start here. You can see he's just bouncing off and on the throttle, trying to go as slow as he can to let the safety car come back through. We're going to go on board with him. Right now you can see he's weaving, trying to get that little bit of extra heat into the tyres. When is he going to go? Around about here Furhan went, but I think yes, now he's going to go shifting up. Oh, Loney's taking a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits as Louis jumped sub off the start already. So now through the bus stop chicane, sliding the rear end, it is going to be Vasta Racer to restart the Belgian Grand Prix round 3 right now, and Kilcree is going to try and put pressure onto the Renault here. Doesn't look like there's any overtakes through the source aside from Cohen being overtaken by Gamer. He's made his way back up into the points. Let's have a look further back in the field. It is we're on board with M&T Louis trying to track down Saab for 7th position, but he seems to have had a pretty slow start once again, and LeBron is maybe going to try and sneak down the inside or maybe go around the outsiders. Now Rakim Mazina is now into 3rd position. Sparks has not had the dream starts right now though. He's going to overtake Sam. Sam's just going to let him go through. He's going to let everyone go through. So this is not what he wanted. And now Loney, the man who started from all the way down in 18th position, he is up into 5th place with a fresh set of tyres. So he has made the strategy work perfectly. He's kept his nose clean. He's been fair all race, and now he is in, aside from the 10-second time penalty, which should get removed because there was no way that he made up 10 seconds through there. He is now into 5th position behind the championship leader CRG Sparks, and he's got a healthy gap to MNT Saab 64 down in 6th position. So looks to be a really strong race from the point of view of Loney, who he is a notorious overtaker, and he knows how to make his way up the field. He did it in Bahrain, but he did not manage to do it in Italy. He was plagued with bad luck, and he had a couple incidences, but we don't need to talk about Italy. As now the two Ferrari boys are beginning to fight into the bus stop chicane. It looks like Sam has defended from his teammate Louis, but with no DRS yet, with Slipstream, he's not going to be able to make a move into turn number 1. Blue flags out for someone. Kiski moves past Cohen, and he's tracking down CRG Gamer up Eau Rouge. But it does not look like he's close enough right now. They're all in one big train, stemming back from around 6th position all the way down the order. Now yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. I think that is Cohen, and he's been spun around, and that's a shame for Cohen. He was running in the points. He's lost a bit of his front wing, so he might have clipped someone into Les Combes. But now he is way down and out of this Grand Prix. He might want to pit for a set of soft tyres and then go all the way to the end on them. Rakim Mazlina beginning to reel in Kilcree right now. He's had a really strong race actually. He started outside the top 10 in the safety car, favoured him a lot, and he managed to keep out of the incident that was caused by his teammate Farhan, which collected Nathan, who was out of this Grand Prix, as well as Kiski, who was doing okay for a little bit there. But now he's in 11th place. There's now yellow flags in sector 3. I think Cohen's day is over. He's just trying to get a little bit of heat in his tyres, but I think he'd be wise to take those tyres off. As now in through La Source they fly. Kilcree is going to be feeling the pressure from the Red Bull, who's also feeling the pressure from championship leader CRG Sparks. Up Eau Rouge through Radion they fly. DRS is going to be enabled for Rakin as well as Sparks. They've got a really big gap of almost 2 seconds. Back to Loney is now up the inside into Les Combes. Goes Rakim Mazlina, and Cohen is out of this Grand Prix. He's retired in the pits, which is what you should be doing. Kilcree is now fallen into 3rd position. Sparks is going to try and follow him through. Does not look like it. That was a nice battle into Les Combes, and now a little bit of contact between LeBron and Kiski. This is for only 10th place right now, so only 1 point on offer. This game is trying to get away from them right now. Gamer's actually trying to catch VRT Sam. Completely different tyres right now. 2 compounds softer than the hard tyres that are on Sam's car right now, and he clips the curb, but he manages to correct it perfectly. Excellent movement of the steering wheel, now weaving to move back onto the racing line and try and block Kiski, trying to help, trying to make him not allow him to get through. As now Rakim Mazlina has actually taken a 3-second time penalty for track extension. That's what race control tells me. As now Sparks is chasing down Kilcree for the last place on the podium. He's going to have DRS on the straight. So is Kilcree though. Kilcree's braking a little bit heavier than Sparks, and that almost meant no front wing for Sparks. As now Mazina sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, 1:45.6 on those fresh soft tyres, really rub it in track as well, so that's going to benefit him. As now through the run up to Eau Rouge. They're going to fly through. I love this corner. It's maybe one of my favourite corners on the calendar. Second favourite on this track, actually. I think Pouin is my favourite corner, which is the fast left-hander, as now Kilcree does what Rakim Maslina did to him last time, this time last lap, and now he is back up into second place. And all this battling is helping Vasta get away from them. He's got almost 2 seconds on second place, which is going to be a huge gap to make up. I've not seen him take any penalties. I've not seen some of the other guys take penalties. One guy who I've seen take a penalty, and now the virtual safety car is out, as Sam is out of this Grand Prix, and another driver has retired. That is number 6 today. FTRL Danny didn't even make the start, and it says he's still running, but he's actually not. And I actually think that that is what the blue flags are for in the first sector. So all of that puts the brakes on for this epic battle that we are witnessing right now for second place. Virtual safety cars also helped me, and now DRS is enabled, and we are back racing. No time to explain why it helps me, because Vasta Racer is going to fly off into the distance. Saying that though, he's losing a bit of time to Kilcree, so he might have been a little bit slower than Kilcree on the restart. There is now into the bus stop chicane. He's going to feel the pressure of Rakim Maslina once again with DRS assistance. Is Spark going to try one into turn number 1? He gets very close to the back of that Red Bull. He's going to run a little bit wider through the apex, so he's not going to hit that perfectly where he wanted to, and that made him lose a lot of time. You can see he's 6/10 down from the Red Bull already. But the Red Bull himself in that purple and black helmet has got DRS on Kilcree. Is this going to be a repeated move that we've seen time and time again through the Kemmel Straight? He's not going to make a move on Kilcree, so Kilcree managed to get a decent enough gap to defend through the Kemmel Straight, and he managed to keep his position coming into Les Combes. So now we follow along sector 1, 2. There's yellow flags, and I think LeBron's had an incident. He spun around. He might have tried to attack another driver. He might have been defending, and it's a very easy mistake to make, and he is now out of the running for any points. He's way down the order in 13th position, running last right now of all the runners. Toro Rosso's actually having a pretty dreadful day. Louis now takes the time penalty. Louis still hanging on in there in 6th place though. But now he has got CRG Gamer into 7th position, chasing him down. Gamer was not here last week. Yellow flags in sector 2, and that is Saab out of this Grand Prix. So another one has fallen victim, and we have yet another safety car. So is Vasta Racer going to come into the pits and fit another set of soft tyres? This is the 3rd safety car of the day. I'm not sure why Saab retired, but now only 12 runners remain in this Grand Prix. And yes, Vasta's going to pull into the pits. I'd imagine that Kilcree is also going to do so. Yes, 6 lap old soft tyres. Rakim is actually going to stay out, it looks like. Yeah, he thinks that those tyres are good enough to go to the end, but tell you what, fresh soft tyres are going to be much quicker than 7 lap old soft tyres. As now, yes, this is all the tyres that they are going to fit. The first one out of the blocks is going to be Vasta. Kilcree ghosting through the Renault, so it might have been a better stop for him there. Everyone, I mean everyone aside from Rakim came into the pits today for this safety car restart, and it is not helped Fred Gamer, as once again he is down the order. He's not having a good day today. Looks like they're all in AI mode. I hope no one minds, but I'm just going to use this safety car, take a little bit of a break. My voice is starting to get a little bit scratchy, so I hope that it's okay that I have a break right now. Now the safety car is going to come in. Rakeen is going to be the one to control the place. We are on lap 18 of 22. Going to be lap 19, so that means a 4-lap sprint to the end. Can Rakeen defend from Vasta, Kilcree and Sparks, who are all on fresh soft tyres? It's only a matter of time before we see, as now he backs up the pack in through Blanchimont. He can keep this going all the way up to the line, but he's wise not to. Mostly to be a nice guy, but also... And oh, Vasta's got a 5-second time penalty for colliding with Mazlinas. Now he goes, and Vasta's behind him in second place. There's now a green flag is back in the air. We are racing once more. Loney and Louis and Furhan and Loney are all gonna go 3 abreast through La Source, and that's going to allow Kiski to sneak up the inside of Furhan and Loney. But that is a tasty little battle there between the Alfa Romeo teammates. They're all trying to get past and up the order. Loney takes a 3-second time penalty. They're going to use Slipstream to get past Louis here. Can they make the move stick? He's going to defend to the inside. It does not look like any overtakes through there. Meanwhile, Sparks has managed to get past Kilcree. Yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, and I think Kiski's spun the car, and also I think Phoenix had a nightmare too. And so unlucky for Kiski. He was running in a really good position. He's got the pace, he is fast enough to do it, but it's just so unlucky. Now we follow along with Kilcree. He's just lost a position to Sparks. Meanwhile, this is the battle for the lead right now. 5-second time penalty for Vasta Racer for a severe collision with Rakim Mazlina on the restart. That's so unlucky for him, because the penalties from the safety car restart for severe collisions are not severe at all. It could just be someone stamping on the brakes, but now he's just, you could see the difference in pace. He's not even using any ERS modes. Is Mazlina? Yes, he's using one, so realistically Vasta Racer should not be gaining on him this much, but already you can just see the difference in grip that the tyres have. 2 laps compared to 9 make that 10 compared to 3. Is he going to send one at the inside into La Source? Not quite, but he's just going to run a little bit closer. Only 1/10 separate these two. I say that that jumps all the way up to 3, lap 20 of 22, so 3 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. We follow along the side pod of Vasta up Eau Rouge through Radion, and now switching to the outside, it is Vasta Racer trying to make the move stick into Lecom. I think he's got the move. Yes, he does. So now he is just gonna want to try and build up as much as a gap as he can to Rakeen, as now Kilcree takes a 3-second time penalty. A lot of time penalties are actually beginning to come out now. Phoenix also takes one. He's down in 9th position, so pretty good from him actually. He's had a decent enough race. Aside from lap 1, he's kept out of incidences, and now he's up into 9th position, as now Vasta Racer has already pulled out a 4/10 gap, as now CRG Gamers going side by side with Furhan Racer into Puon they come. This is the battle for P6, inside line for Gamer. Furhan's on the outside, and no, he can't make the move stick on Furhan. The McLaren remains in P6, and now Frederick, who's also making his way back up the field, is trying to overtake overtake CRG Gamer 62. He's not made any move stick from there. That was an end to a really nice battle there, but now it looks like Furhan Racer's gonna get away from Gamer, who started in about 5th position. Now he's down into 7th place, so it's not been a good day by his standards. He could be much higher, but he's just been played with bad luck, and also being behind his teammate has not helped him at all. And now there's a 1-second gap between Rakeen Mazina and Vasta Racer. That means no DRS assistance for him, but wait, no, it's not even DRS enabled yet. Up Eau Rouge they fly. Oh, it is enabled, I was right. So with DRS, and this should be one of the easiest overtakes that Sparks ever makes. Up the outside through the Kemmel Straight, and now Rakin falls back into line with Sparks, who is improving on his time right now, even with no ERS overtake mode at all. Maslina begins to drop down the order. It's not a good decision to not come into the pits. He's now on 11 lap old soft tyres, and he must be feeling the wear in those. Further back, Frederick is still trying to put the pressure onto Gamer. He does not get a good exit out of that corner, but now on the run up to Puon, can he use hot lap mode to close the gap to Gamer? You can see this is a really tough corner to nail, but he seems to be much more confident than Gamer through there. Can he make a move into the next corner? He's looking to the outside line. Oh no, they make contact, and that is the front wing gone for Frederick. They were both really erratic through the straight there. Looks like they were both just trying to squirm around, and now Gamer's dire day is led to him being out of the points. Oh, he almost runs into the barriers, and that just really puts the cherry on top for a bad day for him. That's such a shame, but now we progress onto the final lap. Sparks sets the fastest lap of the race, so that's going to help him extend his, not extend it, but it's going to help him with the championship leaders. Frederick is out of the Grand Prix. Frederick's out. So is Kiski going to get in the points? No, he's just out of the points. Only 11 runners remain in this Grand Prix. Sparks is still a second behind. Frederick leaves the session. Kilcree is going to look to the outside, and this just looks to be... it just looks to be the same move every time for Akeen. He's falling down the order like a fly that's been swatted out of the sky. He was in the lead of this Grand Prix. He restarted the field, but now he is down and out of the podium positions. Luckily for him, he's got a solid gap to MNT Louis, who is now in 5th position, which is very good to see from him, I suppose. But Furhan Racer, after spinning out and causing a safety car, well, it looked like it was his fault from what I saw, but I'm not one to point fingers right now, I guess. LeBron is trying to catch Loney. This looks to be like the same thing that happened between Frederick and Gamer, but luckily for these guys, that does not happen, as now through Blanchemont they fly, only taking once again another time penalty. Through Blanchemont they come. Can Rakim Maslina try and make a move on Kilcree into the bus stop chicane? He's closed up right up to the back of the McLaren, not going to make any moves, sticks, so it is Vasta Racer to win the Grand Prix, but he's going to drop behind Sparks, and he's going to drop behind Kilcree, and off the podium is Vasta Racer. Too many penalties for him, including one where he was severely colliding with Rakim Maslina, leaves him now in 4th position, as now 5th goes to MNT Louis, and Furhan Racer takes 6th position. I'm not too sure about the rest of the order. What a race that was. That was really fun to commentate over. Sparks, in a cruel turn of events for Vasta Racer, sees Sparks winning the Grand Prix. Kilcree is in P2, and then Rakim Maslina in his season, debut this season, he takes P3. So win number 2 on the board, podium number 3 out of 3 for Sparks. That's good to see. The championship leader extends the gap to everyone else. Vasta Racer is down in 4th place, and now, so we're going to have a full rundown of the finishing order provisionally. Sparks takes the Grand Prix win, Kilcree in P2, then it's Rakim Maslina in P3, Vasta Racer takes P4, then P5 goes to MNT Louis in that Ferrari, starting from 16th place. Furhan Racer, coming from 11th on the grid, finishes 6th, and Phoenix takes 7th. Bad day for Gamer, he ends up in P8 though, and then 9th goes to Kiski, 1, 2, 3 in the Alfa Romeo. LeBron finishes in 10th, and Loney, the last of the finishers with 16 seconds of time penalties, finishes in 11th position. Now all your DNF runners are Frederick retiring on the second to last lap, then Saab as well in that Mercedes, Sam in that Ferrari, then Cohen as well retiring,